Here. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so that you could be notified every time that I post a new video. If you've already been to my channel and you're already subscribed, thank you so much and welcome back. Today I'm going to be coming to you with another hair tutorial. I will be showing you exactly step by step on how I dye my weave for my ponytail, as well as how I dye my weave for my clip-in extensions and how to sew in my clip to get them ready. So if you're interested in knowing how I do all that, keep watching and I'll give you the step-by-step. If you're interested in knowing how I do the ponytail, I will link my previous video that I had on that below. So you can be sure to click on that link and find out exactly step-by-step on how I get the ponytail. Alright, so I'm going to start by going through all the products that I will be using throughout this video. First, I will be talking about the weave that I purchased. So I bought 3 packs of this Velvet Brazilian 100% human hair. Human hair you can straighten, curl, wash. It's just like human hair, but you still have to take care of it because it's not just going to grow back. It's just weave. So first, I started by getting a pack of 14-inch in the color 30. So you can see at the top here, it says 14-inch in the color 30, which is this color. It is the closest thing I could get to my hair, so I will be dyeing it just to get it that perfect color. These I will be using for my clip-in extensions. Then I got 2 packs of 18-inch in the color 30. These ones will be the weave that I will be using for my ponytail. So we have 3 packs of hair, 114 for the clip-in extensions, and 2 of the 18-inch packs for my ponytail. Then I bought 2 packs of medium clips. They come in packs of 12. So these are them right here. I will be using these and sewing these into the 14-inch hair to get my clip-ins. You're also going to need a needle to sew in the clips to your weave. So I have a straight and a curved needle. This is really preference if you prefer a curved needle or a straight needle. I like to alternate between one or the other. So these are the 2 needles I will be using to sew in my clips into my 14-inch extensions. And you're going to need some thread to sew those clips in. So they sell black thread if you have black hair. They also sell like a lighter beige color thread if you have blonde hair. I'll be using this because it will be the one that will match the most with my hair color. To dye the hair, I will be using Wella 6N611, 611, so 6N611. This is the color I will be dyeing my weave. With that, you're going to need some developer. So I'll be using 20 volume developer from Wella, so this one right here. And then I will be using the Redken shampoo and conditioner. And this I will be using after I finish dyeing all my hair and want to wash them out. This is great shampoo and keeps your hair nice and healthy. And last but not least, I will be using some saran wrap. So I will be putting this all over the table that I will be dyeing the weave so that I don't make a big mess. And I'll be using my disposable gloves so that I don't stain all of my hands. Alright guys, so we're going to start by mixing the colors. I will be putting my gloves on so that I don't stain my hands. So I'm going to take 1 box of color and I'm going to be putting that into my measuring cup, this one right here. So I'm just going to pour all of that in. So we have, it's at 2 ounces. So I'm gonna put that in my bowl, and then however many ounces you put, you're gonna wanna put double of the developer. So this is the developer that we will be using. So I'm going to be putting 4 ounces into my measuring cup. And then I'm going to put that in the bowl. It's going to smell strong, just so you know. And then we're going to mix it all together. So we're going to start with the 14-inch hair. I've taken it out of the package and this is what it looks like, okay? So I'm going to just separate it and just make sure that they're laying flat like this. And I'm gonna start by applying color from the top and working my way to the bottom. Now that we've done one side, we're gonna flip it around and we're going to do the other side. Now that the other side is done, I'm going to open up the well. I'm gonna open it up and I'm going to flip it like this inside out so that I could get the inner part and the parts that I have missed. So just be careful when you're doing this because now there's color on the hair and you don't want to get that on you. So with the color that's left, I'm just going to go in and get all the parts that I have missed. Again, flip it to the other side and do the same thing. You want to make sure that you're not shy with the color and that you get all the hair, because if not, you're gonna end up with like streaks of other colors. Unless that's what you're going for, I suggest you take your time. So now that this is done, I'm just going over, making sure I didn't miss any parts. And now I'm just going to massage all of this color into the hair, making sure that I didn't miss any spots. So you could roll it together like that. Make sure that the product is all over on all the hair. Massage the color through all of the hair, making sure that it is everywhere. And then we're gonna repeat the same process for the 2 other bundles of hair for the 18-inch hair for the ponytail. So we're gonna mix more color and I'm going to be repeating the same process for the 2 other bundles of hair. We're going to let this sit for about 20 minutes, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on it just to make sure that it doesn't get too dark, or making sure that if I see any spots that seem like I've missed, I can get them before I wash out the color. So you're just gonna let that sit for about 20 minutes and keep an eye on it. So we're gonna put that aside and we're going to be moving on to the next bundle of hair, which is the 18-inch. All right guys, so our hair has finished processing. I left it for about 20 minutes and then I washed it with shampoo and went in with a nice conditioner, and this is what we end up with. So our 2 bundles of 18-inch that are for the ponytail. So these are done now. This is basically all you have to do for the ponytail because you keep the tracks the way they are. So those are pretty much ready. Once they are dried, I will be letting them air dry. The 14-inch hair will be air dried as well. I blow dried it a little bit so that I can start cutting them and sewing the clip-ins. So once we cut the hair and sew the clip-ins in, they will also be ready to curl and straighten. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how we take the hair from our tracks and cut them and separate them so that we can make our extensions. Like I said, all of this hair comes in one long track. What I like to do is I like to start from the bottom of my head and work my way up. So I'm going to take one end like this. Basically, you're just gonna place this behind your head and you're gonna measure from one end to the other. So this would be where I would put my first set of clip-ins, which would be right at the bottom there. This is how long I would need it. I like to have extensions thick, so I will double up. So I'm just gonna fold it, and then this would be double the tracks so that I get a thicker extension. And this is where I would cut it, right here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. And then so the clip-ins, I would put 2 clips on each end, and then that would go right here. What I like to do is I like to have 1, 2, so I get 2 like that, 1, 2, and then I do 2, 1 going from here to the middle, here to the middle on the other side, and then another one and there. So from the start to the end, start to the end. So I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would have 6 in total. And then with what's left over of the track, I would do little ones. So I would cut 4 little ones that way I would put right at the top here, and I would also double those up. So let's measure this one. And then we doubled up the track. Now I'm going to show you how I sew in the clips, okay? You're gonna take the hair and you're gonna fold it. I don't know if you guys can see. See, this is the one side. You wanna use the other side, the side that's like thicker, okay? We're gonna fold that like this, and then we're gonna take our needle, and you're gonna take your thread. I like to have, so you want maybe like an arm length, and you want to double up on the thread. You're gonna put your thread through the needle. Now that our needle is threaded, I'm going to take that piece that I cut of my extension, the thicker part of the track. I'm going to use that. It's all folded, so I folded it because I want it to be thick. And these are the 2 clips that I will be sewing into my tracks. So I'm going to start by taking my needle and my thread, and I'm going to start by using the 2 ends. I'm going to put the needle through those 2 tracks, like so, okay? So now that that's done, I'm going to take one of my clips, and you see there's like 3 little holes here. So there's 3 little holes. I'm not going to use the 2 smaller ones. I'll be using the middle one, which is bigger, and then on the other side I'll be using the top part. and you want to make sure that you're sewing your clip like this so that when you open it, it opens like that. So this part will be the part that's going to be against the track. I'm going to take the clip and I'm going to pass the needle through that middle hole. This. And then because my thread is doubled, I'm going to put my needle through the thread here like this, and that's going to secure it and tie it up like. So I'm going to do that twice. You want to do that on both ends of your clip so that way you know that it's secure in there. And then put it through the tracks, into the hole, pull it, and then you're going to put that through the little hoop and all the way to the end. And it makes it like a little knot so you know that it's secure. So I usually do that twice, and then I'm going to do it a third time, but I'm not gonna pass it through that little loop because I know that I've done it twice already, so it should be pretty secure. So this is gonna be the third time we put it through. There we go. And then we're going to line up the tracks with the other hole of the clip, and I'm going to put the needle through the tracks again like this, and then through that little hole of that clip, just like so. And I'm going to do that again, so I'm going to do it. So I did it once, twice, and going for a third time. Just to make sure the clip's really in there and it won't move when it's in my hair. So the last thing you need is the clip to not be sewn properly to the track. So this is what we're gonna end up with. So see how we sewn the clip from this end in the middle, and then we sewn the top part, and this is what it would look like on the other side. And then see, you could open and close the clip. All right, so now we gotta go sew the other clip. And because I double my tracks, I like to have the tracks like stuck together. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of cutting the thread and just going to sew my other clip on the other side, I'm going to sew both tracks together. So I'm just gonna keep going like this and sew the tracks together like this. You want to make sure that the thread is tight. I like to hold the hair like this so it's out of the way. It just makes it easier for me. And now we have this little part left. I'm gonna leave that for the clip. Go and grab my clip, place it against the track, and then I'm gonna put the needle through the two tracks and then into the middle hole of my clip, like this. And we're gonna do that 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to put the other end of the clip lined up with the tracks like so. And then I'm going to put the needle again through both tracks into the little hole at the top. Like this, and we're going to do that 1 time, 2 times. And because it's the end, we're going to loop it through again. did so that it's tied up and secured. So we're gonna put that through the little loop. And we're gonna do it another time to make sure that it's properly secured. There we go. And then we're just gonna cut that excess thread. And like I said before, you would use a thread that matches your hair color. So if you have black hair, you're gonna want to use black thread. For me, I just wanted to use the white thread because I was like, it's gonna be more visible and easier to understand than if it's camouflage. Now that's what we end up with. We end up with the hair with the 2 clips in, and it's ready to clip into your hair. This is what it looks like on this side. If you had thread that was the same color as your hair, obviously you wouldn't see the thread like you do on this side. And on the other side, this is how it would look. You're just gonna repeat that for every track that you have, and once you're all done, you're gonna have your full set of hair extensions with your clips in. All right guys, so that is a wrap. That is how I get my weave ready for either the ponytail or for my clip-in extensions. I hope this video was very helpful for many of you. If you liked it, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so that you could be notified every time that I post a video. I will see you all very soon.